Hi everyone and welcome to the first of hopefully many anime of the week. This is gonna be a show, segment, series, whatever you want to call it, where I talk about every anime I've seen this past week, and to top it all off I'm gonna talk about one anime from any given time of my own choice. I'm gonna talk about these shows one by one, then give you a quick preview, wrapping it all up by giving it a rating from 1 through 5, 1 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. So without further ado, let's get started. The first show I got the opportunity to check out this week is Charlotte. Charlotte's made by the studio PA Works, who also made incredible series like Another, Angel Beats, Tari Tari, and the list goes on. It consists of 13 episodes, both dubbed and subbed. Charlotte is kinda slice of life, drama, a little bit of supernatural kind of show. Pretty much if Heroes were an anime. Now this show is basically about Peter, Ota Sakayu, who's a teenage boy trying to live his everyday normal life, going to high school and whatnot. And he has this ability to possess other people for a short period of time, which he tries to exploit for his own benefit, just to get by without having to do much work. Until one day he gets exposed by a girl named Tomori, who forces him to transfer to the school she's attending to and join the student council. Now the student council's main assignment is to find everyone else with supernatural powers and help them, and you get to follow their journey and see how it turns out. Well, check out the preview. Charlotte is a show I think it's worth watching, or at least give it a try. Now keep in mind, I think you should stay until episode 5 or 6, because then is when the show starts to kick up its tempo and gets more serious, in a sense. Now it has a good concept to it, it's decently well executed. The show felt a bit rushed to me after like episode 6 or 7, and there were some minor plot holes as well. Well made and smooth animations all through the series. Pretty good soundtracks, memorable soundtracks I would like to say, even some English one. Even if you watch the sub version you still will get English soundtracks, so that's cool. The opening absolutely incredibly made, both the animation and the soundtrack. The ending a bit lackluster in my opinion at least. It has some decent character development, at least for the main person and main cast so to speak, but the rest of the characters felt kinda bland to me. But overall pretty decent. Now to end this up with a rating, I would probably give it around 3.5 out of 5. It's an average show. If this is your cup of tea, then go check it out by all means. Stay until, like I said, the 5th or 6th episode, because then when it starts to get more serious and more interesting. Yeah, that's it. Next up we have is Erased. Now this is made by the well-known and beloved studio A1 Pictures, who also made series like Magi, Anohana, Blue Exorcist, Gate, and the list goes on and on. But on the other hand, they also made some pretty not so good series that I'm not gonna bash in this video, so don't worry guys. Erased is mystery, psychological, a little bit of supernatural, drama kind of show, and it's also labeled as seinen, which means it's targeted toward a mature, adult kind of audience, which is in my opinion a good thing. It gets more serious. It tackles what could very well be real life problems and whatnot, and I think it's pretty well done. Erased consists of 12 episodes, both dubbed and subbed, and if you're one of those people who like dubbed over subbed, then this is your cup of tea, because the dubbed is actually pretty good in this one. Pretty good. Oopa approves. This show is about a 29-year-old dude named Satoru. He's a pretty average guy, working full time, just trying to, get by like everyone else. But he has the ability to travel back in time. And one day, one of his beloved ones gets murdered, and he gets sent back 18 years in the past to try to change his tragic childhood, which might have been the cause of his beloved one being murdered in the future. And here's the preview. Erase this as series I would highly recommend if you don't mind the supernatural elements to it, the traveling back in time and whatnot. It has nice and smooth animations, great character development, absolutely amazing opening and ending, both soundtrack and animations. It take only, I would say, 1 to 2 episodes to get into this series. Overall, I would give it a solid 4.5 out of 5. Next up, we have my own personal choice, which is gonna be Terror Residence. Terror Residence was made by the studio MAP, who also made shows like Shingeki no Bahamut and the very mixed opinioned, divided the whole community kind of show named Yuri on Ice. It consists of 11 episodes and it's kind of mystery, psychological, drama kind of show. You get to follow these 2 teenage boys who set up and plan various terror attacks all over Tokyo, and they end up playing this cat and mouse kind of thing with the police putting out riddles and whatnot, and you know, wanting them to chase them and just giving them overall a hard time. But here's the preview.
全て予定通りか。
いや、想定外が一つ。三島理沙。見つかっちゃってさ。
Now this show has great soundtracks, overall very well made and appealing art style, very nice written story, good character development. Overall, I would highly suggest you check out this show. Even if you're not that into anime, I think this can be kind of a gateway for you to get into it, because this show is amazing. It only takes a few episodes to get into, so if you're worried about having sitting through boring starting episodes which are kind of slow, this is not that. It's absolutely high paced and very well done. And overall, I would give it a 5 out of 5. Now keep in mind, these are all my own personal opinions, and you know, everything that I think is great, you might disagree, and that's totally fine. If you think I missed anything about these particular shows in this episode, or you want to add something, or you just want me to check something out for next week, feel free to leave all that good stuff in the comments below. Now if you enjoy this or just want to support me, feel free to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, take care and peace, people. I think it's pretty well made. I think it's pretty well made done. Pretty well.